Hi everybody, and welcome back into my kitchen. You know, I was at the store the other day and I saw this Hershey's white chocolate pudding instant, and I started thinking about that chocolate eclair torte that I did the other day, and I thought, you know, I could make something different with this. So this is what I'm going to show you today, and I really don't know what I'm going to call it. Probably just a Butterfinger white chocolate torte. So the recipe's going to go pretty much the same. You take 2 boxes, and these boxes are 3.56 ounce boxes. And going in the mixer right here. That's one. That other one, the Chocolate Éclair, it was delicious. You know, I gave my friends some and all, and they just had a fit over it. So I thought, well, let me try to do another one. Use my imagination. All right, that is 2 boxes of the 4.5 cup serving size, and I'm going to pour 3 cups of cold milk in it. And I'm going to mix it up. Whoa, slowly. Last time I used the whisk, I just decided to use this instead this time. I can't really go very fast. Alright, when this thickens up, we'll be back. Okay, that's kind of thickened up, and just like the other one went, I'm adding 8 ounces of a thawed whipped topping. And I'm going to combine that in with the white chocolate instant pudding. And if this one works the way the other one was, it won't taste instant. So let's give that a very slow stir here. And down here, you can see I've already got my graham crackers, my first layer of graham crackers in there, anticipating. So, and I bought these. I actually, that right side up, yeah, I bought 3 of these. These look awfully large, but I only crushed up 2 of them. So, and you know, you can just open the package and crush them up with your hands. I love Butterfingers, especially when you get one that's real fresh and you bite into it and it just melts in your mouth with all that buttery flavor. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Alright, I'm going to cut this sucker off. I'm going to get it in here a little closer, because to me, let's lift this up a bit. I don't know, it just does better by hand. I had a spatula, here it is. There we go. I imagine, you know, there's a lot of different kinds of instant puddings out there, and you could go wild with this. But yeah, that looks, actually it looks pretty good. Alright, let me get this off. Kind of wipe it down a little bit so it doesn't drip on the way to the sink. And then, you know, I'm going to stir this just a bit, just to make sure everything's combined real well. Alright, that's good enough. Take it off the mixer. Alright. And if you remember the other video, half of this goes on this layer of graham crackers that I have. I can't get them both in there. Maybe if I move further out. Yeah, half of this is going on these graham crackers. And that's what I'm about to do right now. If you all haven't tried that other one, oh, you've got to give it a taste. You have got to make that Chocolate Éclair Torte because it was so good. Alright. Just going to eyeball it. And spread it out just like I did the other one. Then I'm going to take, and I may need the other one, I don't know. I told you I only crushed up 2. The first one I hit with one of those great big serving spoons. And I found out that was overkill right there. I want this to look neat. Let me try to get that off there. Alright. I think we have sufficed. I'm going to take these Butterfingers and I'm going to spread it. Some of them, the lumps are bigger than the other, but you know, my experience with the first one, the Chocolate Éclair, was that when it stayed in the refrigerator, the graham crackers soften and it actually becomes part of the dish. So I'm thinking that these will soften too. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to turn you off and I'm going to do the very same thing. I'm going to layer another thing of graham crackers and the other half of the instant pudding with the, excuse me, Cool Whip in it. And then I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I finished layering my graham crackers and the instant pudding, and then on the very top layer, you know, I put the rest of the crushed up Butterfingers and another layer of graham crackers. Now this is the same chocolate topping that I used on the one I had before. The one I fixed first, that Chocolate Éclair one. But this is the best icing. And in here, and it hardens. It hardens. So in here I've got 1/4 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of cocoa, and a cup of sugar. And I'm just going to mix all this up. I'm going to add just a tad of salt to it like I did the other one because it was... If I can find the salt. Here we go. That's a plenty. Just brings out the sugar. You know, it just enhances the taste of the chocolate and everything. So I don't use cocoa that often. So this is old, quite old. Alright, I told you, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, a cup of sugar, and 1/4 of a cup of milk. And get my vanilla down because I forgot to take it out. I'm just going to eyeball that. So the last video I did when I did the chocolate eclair, I did not show all of this cooking, so I thought this time I would. So here it is, just a cooking away here. Got it up pretty high. Excuse me, I'm going to cut it down just a little bit because it'll still boil, believe me. So I'm going to keep it moving because, you know, there's nothing worse than burnt chocolate. Yeah, I've got some spatulas that aren't heat proof, silicone. I hope this is one that is. Alright. Now I'll show you what a rolling boil looks like. When it gets to that point, see, it's just starting to boil now, but that is not a rolling boil. Alright, this is pretty much a rolling boil. I gotta let it do this for a minute, so I just set my timer. 1 minute. See, it boils so hard, even when you stir it, you cannot stir down the boil. Just like when you're making jellies and jams. One minute is all it has to boil like this. About 25 seconds left. Then I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm going to let it sit off the heat for 1 minute. Then I put in a stick of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm going to turn you off now because you know what I'm going to do next. Alright guys, you know, you just stir this till the butter is melted and you put the teaspoon of vanilla in at the same time you put in the butter. You don't have to let it cool. You just pour it over the top. And you can see I didn't put any Butterfingers on the top layer. I just put the graham crackers. Got this in here. We're rocking and rolling right now. Alright. I want to get all this chocolate. Then you just spread it out. And it's going to go in the refrigerator. You know, I told you the first time overnight. But we're going to fudge a little bit. I'm going to leave it in there. It's about 3:15 now. I'm going to leave it in there about 6 hours. So I'll be back later on tonight. Just when you're getting hungry, you know, it's almost time to go to bed and you shouldn't eat, but you're going to. That's when we'll be back. Alright, see you then. Hi everybody. It's much later than I said it would be. It's after 12 midnight. And I couldn't get anybody to taste this late, so I'm going to have to do it myself. And as you can see, there was a slight accident with this. I covered it with the lid that comes with the dish, and I pushed down on it, and at the time I didn't even realize it, just to make sure that it was in place. Well, it stuck to the top, but guess what, it'll be eaten, so it doesn't matter. We're going to cut into this baby. Oh, we're going to have a little trouble in that spot there. Sorry, guys. Get this little piece out right here, if I can get it out. There we go. Let's give this a little taste. I don't know if I've got anything small enough to fit that. I got this out, but I honestly think it's too wide. Let's see. It is. It's too wide. Maybe I can get it from the side. I wish this was pretty for y'all to look at, but it's not. Now on this one, let me zoom in here. You can see where the graham cracker in the center and the one at the bottom. The first video I did of the chocolate eclair, you couldn't see that. Come on, little baby. Let me get this on a plate. And I wish this was prettier. I'm so sorry. But we are going to give it a taste, and that's the true test right there, the taste test. Let me get the rest of it out here. All right. Thinking next time, well, let's see what it tastes like. Oh, this is so good. You all have got to try this. The combination of the white chocolate instant pudding and those Butterfinger bars that I crushed up, it's just wonderful. Wonderful. Whoop. I can't really get you a good shot of it. But I can tell you that it's good. Very good. Tastes wonderful. Alright guys, give this a try. Give me some feedback and let me know, how you liked it. Give me a thumbs up, please. And please subscribe if you haven't. But thank you for spending part of your day with me. And until next time, you take care.